Hey guys, it's Yon. Welcome back to the Yon Gaming Show. Today we're going to play some Minecraft. I want to do a short series of getting started, basics, surviving the first night. Um, I know a lot of people have done how-tos, and I just want to put my own little spin on it. So let's get started. For everyone who's watching that's new to Minecraft, it's a voxel-based game where, for most of the time, you're doing things like holding left click and breaking a block and placing it back with right click. And that's a big chunk of what you're doing. So you have to get used to that. But you also do things like make tools and craft tool structures, um, get raw material, turn it into other things. But we'll get it to that. So we'll start with the interface. We've got the interface here. It's the on the bottom half you see your bar with hearts and your bar with what are like, I guess you call them a turkey leg. The turkey leg is the level of hunger. As you lose them, you get more and more hungry, and when you start get to the bottom of it, then you are starving, and then you start to lose health as you're starving. So don't starve. No, wait, that's a different game. Yeah, just try not to get yourself to starve because once you starve, lose health, and then you die, and nobody wants to die in the game, right? So hearts, if you get damaged, your hearts go down. If you're not hungry at all and you have a full hunger bar, then your hearts will regenerate and your life will go back to full. So, okay, so to do a few other things, jump is spacebar. You control with WSAD and you look around with the mouse. If you want to look at your inventory is E. There's your character. Hey, how's it going? It's me, Yon. You got spots here for your armor, your helmet, chest piece, legs, and boots. A small crafting surface that you'll use in the beginning, and but we'll get to that right away here. So, daylight's burning. We want to get set up in some sort of hideout, shelter kind of setup before it gets too dark. So, let's go run around here, and you'll notice it might chug a bit when you start playing it. The game's it creates as you go. The level randomly generates, so you want to just when you keep running, the world just keeps progressively building more. So you want to cut down a tree, you hold left click until the block is gone, and you do it again, and then you get logs. And just we need to get we'll probably get about 10 of them if we can. That's a good number. Okay, so that's one tree. You get all the logs out of the tree, the leaves will start to disappear, and eventually the whole tree will be gone. So I guess it's kind of like you've cut it down. If you go back in the area, you'll notice that the tree will drop saplings, and sometimes they'll drop apples, which are great because you eat apples, you're not hungry anymore. Look at that, we got 10 logs. So we are looking okay right now. What's the daylight? Yeah, we're doing okay. So let's keep looking around here for some other materials. It's good that we kind of spawned in this sort of setup. I mean, the world randomly generates, but sometimes you want to spawn in a specific kind of area. And this is one of my favorite. Lots of trees, um, not so much obstructions. Like the jungles are okay, but you go there and there's so many trees and vines and stuff. It's really hard to see and get around. Creepers have a really easy time hiding. Hey, we got some that brown stuff there, the little flecks. That's iron. We're gonna need that. That's good. Do we have any coal down in here? Hello, anybody home? Yeah, we better be careful. Something might sneak up on us. That's the thing. In the dark, it's hard to see um, your enemy sneaking up on you. Yeah, in the dark, it's hard to see. Yeah, no kidding. Good one, Yon. Okay, there we go. There's that black stuff there. That's coal, and we need that. So let's go down in here. Oh, look at that. It's an empty hole, pretty much. So let's hop up here, and I'll show you guys how to make a workbench. So first off, take your logs, left click, and put it over here. And well, you know what? We won't do it all of them. You right click and you split the stack in half, and you've got oak planks. Where you can click on it, hold shift, and click, and it'll do it all. Now to make a workbench or crafting table, whatever they call it, crafting table. Yep, you do that. 4 planks in a square. Click it, and now we got a crafting table. Drop it into your belt, and right-click on the ground, and there's your surface. So here we had 4 blocks to work with. Here we have 9, so we can make more advanced things like tools. First off, we're going to make a wooden pick so we can get that coal. To do sticks, we need to put these 2 planks like that, and now we got some sticks. And now we put the sticks like this, we get a handle, and we go 1, 2, 3 across, and that gives the head of the pick. A pick. And while we're doing this too, we'll get, you know what, let's do a sword, just so we have something to protect ourselves. So we have 1 stick here for the handle, 2 blades, or 2 blocks for the blades, and now we have something to protect ourselves. So before going in to mine something, always take a quick look around, make sure there's no monsters nearby. The monsters you'll encounter in this game are zombies, skeletons, spiders, creepers, endermen, witches. But the first ones you got to really worry about are the zombies, the spiders, and the skeletons. So be careful for that. Man, this is a nice big vein of coal. How are we doing for time, though? Yeah, we're still doing okay. So to get coal, you have to have at least a wooden pick. If you try to punch it, it'll just break the block. You won't get anything from it. Oops. Thought I finished digging that one. The little ding noise you're hearing is little experience orbs that you get for finding material later on in the game, way later on in the game. You can use them at I think it's called an enchanting crafting table, and you can enchant swords and tools to have better stats. So I think you can do it for armor as well. I can't remember. I haven't used it in a very long time, so. Again, this is just basics. We want to teach people good practices for later on in the game. You know what? We're going to leave that stuff there for now. We got lots of coal. We'll come back for it later. Always have time to come back for it. Okay, so what's burning over there? That is a zombie. Hey, Mr. Zombie, you shouldn't be out in the daytime. Just right click and break that. It doesn't break the item, it just disables it from the ground so that you can take it with you. Hello, Mr. Cow. We got lots of animals around here. This is good. We got sheep. That's great because we need wool. Cows give us beef. So, time we at here? We're still doing okay. How much we got for wood? We got some wood, so we're doing okay there. So, we should probably come up with a little kind of hideout. And my favorite kind of hideout for when you're starting is just in the side of a hill. So, actually, we'll go right here. Normally you'd want to have a shovel for this, but oh well, we don't have a shovel. So, get some dirt moving around here. You can punch it too as well. There, we got that. Switch back to our tool. Dig our way in. Pick up the dirt. And block that. Dig in. Kind of want to be around a corner because sometimes skeletons come in and at night, and if you're standing anywhere near there, they can shoot the arrow in and get you. So you want to be careful for that. Oh, we got some stone in here. That's good because we're going to need some stone for what we're doing next. Okay, luckily it's still daytime. We can actually see what's going on. So let's we'll do one more across and put the workbench there. So what we need is some torches. To make torches, you put a piece of coal and one of those sticks and gives you 4 torches. So we can light up this area that we're working in now. And we can put one outside too, just because. And now, if we wanted to, because it's getting darker, we can seal ourselves in, and now we're safe inside this little hidden area. So we've got a little hide around the corner kind of thing going on. We've got a little area like this. Don't really have to worry about getting hit by something because everything is sealed. Can't break through that. So, okay, so now we got this all area set up. Now, what you gotta kind of try to plan is for that first night is you don't really have to worry about your hunger so much as long as you're not doing a lot of jumping and a lot of digging. Your hunger won't go down quickly. But things you got to worry about are getting some resources so that you have something to do for that first night. Because otherwise, you're just going to be sitting there in your little hideout until it's daytime again. So, things you want to do are harvest your wood, some dirt, and some stone. The stone we're going to use to upgrade our tools. And to harvest stone, you need a wood pick to start off with. So, that's why I did the pick first. So, we've got our workbench set up. So, now let's dig into this stone. So to do that, same as everything else, left click and hold it, and it'll dig. It looks like we have some granite down there too. Okay. So we got some stone. Get a couple more here. And don't worry if you're digging into your floor, you can always fill it in later. Okay, so now we got to do the sticks again, which, like I talked about before, 2 planks, one above another, and you get some sticks. So now we want to do a pickaxe, just like before. Just like the wood one, we use 2 sticks for a handle and 3 across for the head, and that gives us a stone one. So we can now dig that material faster. The durability of the axe is better. I don't usually throw the wooden tools out because, once in a while your stone one will break and you need to dig something and you go, well, I got some wood one left we can use up. Okay, so next we're going to build is a shovel. And to do that, you use 2 as a handle, like the pick, and 1 for the shovel. That gives you a stone shovel. Looks like we're going to need some more sticks here, so we'll make some more. You can shift click and it'll give you those. Split those. What we want to do now is we want to build an axe. So it's kind of like the shape of an axe. See, there's a hoe there. That's for farming. We'll talk about that later. And there's the wood axe. The wood axe? Did I just build a wood axe? Whoops. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3. There's the stone one. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, we'll use that for something. And the only one left is that we want to do a stone sword, but we can't because I used up all our wood. So, or sorry, we used up all our stones. So let's get some more torches, the remainder of sticks, because we only need 1 stick for the stone sword, but we just need 1 more piece of cobblestone. There we go. See how fast that was with the stone pickaxe? It just cut through that like butter. So there we go. Now we have a stone sword, which is much better. Okay. So now we've got upgraded weapons and upgraded tools. So what we'll talk about next here is I'm going to show you guys how to make a furnace and what furnaces are used for. So we'll dig in some stone because we need some stone to make a stone furnace. And you'll see there being, we better light this area up. It's kind of dark. And we don't want enemies to spawn. They usually won't spawn if you're like right there, but don't want to chance it. So remember, we're talking good habits here for new players. So we got lots of stone now. And go here, and we're going to make a stone furnace. To do that, you go start and work your way all the way around. And that gives you a furnace. Put it in your drop down area. Dig a hole in the wall and pop. There's your furnace. You right click. And this is the fuel area, and this is the raw material area. So if you didn't have coal, like some maps you don't find coal right away, you can take logs, you put 1 in the fuel thing and 1 in the top here, and it will burn the log and turn it into charcoal. So you can use that to make torches. You can use it as fuel to smelt other materials. The only difference is that actual coal and charcoal don't stack. So if you don't want to take up extra space, then if you make the charcoal, use it all up and then just go to coal after that. You can always make more if you need to. So there's that. So we've got our furnace, we've got our upgraded tools. We've got our little hole in the ground to hide in. And is it still nighttime? Sure is. So we'll just seal that up. And you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. For now, we've talked about a lot of different things. This is kind of the setup you want to hide for that first night. That's what this is. It doesn't have to be permanent. We just kind of set this up quick and did a little bit of digging, so we had something to do. And you could, if this one you where you wanted to be permanently, you could do that. You could set this up permanently. You can break stuff and move it around and sculpt this room into something better. That's totally up to you. But when you're starting out, the trick is just to survive that first night, to get some resources. So, okay, for now, I'll leave it there. Next episode, we'll talk about hunting and scavenging some more and getting some more raw materials. And maybe we'll go back and see if we can find that iron ore. We dig it up and I'll show you guys how to smelt it and what you can make with it. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Happy gaming.